So before this video starts, just know I did not choose John Hamm. John Hamm is too old. Matt Reeve said he's looking for a younger Batman. Also, I did not choose Armie Hammer because Armie Hammer whines all day on Twitter and he'd be a terrible Batman. Okay, bye. What's up, Titans? TC here, and welcome back to a brand new series that I'm going to call Recast. And guess what, guys? We need a new Batman. And who better to recast Batman than moi? So I have chosen 5 different actors here to recast Batman, and I've ranked them from number 5 to number 1. Number 5 being my least favorite out of my choices, and number 1 being my ultimate favorite. Now there's going to be 3 different categories in which I'm going to judge each actor on. 1 is for acting, 1 is for look, and 1 is for the intangibles. And I'm going to go ahead and explain what that means as I get into the video. So without further ado, these are my top 5 actors to recast as the Batman.
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Alright, we're starting off with pretty boy Nicholas Hoult himself. Now I know that I said in the beginning that even though Matt Reeves wanted a younger Batman, in my mind I picture a Batman in his prime to be like between 30 to like 35, right? We don't want an older Batman anymore. We've done the Affleck thing over 40 plus. But if what Matt Reeves meant was he wants a really young Batman, like late 20s, then Nicholas Hoult is the guy. The dude is 29. Now as far as acting goes, Nicholas Hoult can act. He's been in many Hollywood movies. His IMDb list speaks for itself, and he's been in a wide variety of different types of genres, spanning from serious to action to comedy and even superhero. So Nicholas Hoult gets a big fat check for acting. Let's go ahead and move on to look. Now here's where I kind of have an issue here. Now, if you look at the guy, he looks like a young Bruce Wayne. The dude is 6 foot 3 inches tall. He's got the face, he's got the, cheek structure, and he's got the hair for it, So this guy looks like a young Bruce Wayne. The only issue here is his body frame and his body type, because he doesn't really have that beefy, superhero look. He has like that slender, lean cut look, and Batman needs to be imposing, physically imposing. Now I know this is going to be a younger Batman, late 20s, but still, like, we can't have a guy who's looking like he wears skinny jeans that ride all the way up to his crotch. We don't want to have to stick a guy in a padded suit. And Nicholas Hoult would have to really beef up his body frame here to make him appear more daunting. So that's why he gets a yellow check mark for this category. And let's go ahead and move on to the intangible category. Now you might be asking me, TC, what is this intangible category? Now, when I look at the actor, does he remind me of Bruce Wayne / Batman? And this guy gets a big fat green check mark because the way he carries himself, the way he's always dressing in like these dapper suits, the way he has charm with the ladies.
You have really blue eyes and really red lips. It's making me uncomfortable.
Like the way this guy carries himself and the presence and the aura that he kind of exudes, that's Bruce Wayne. To be Bruce Wayne, you need to have that confidence and that swag, and this dude lives it. This dude's from London, he dresses up in these nice suits, and this guy's pretty much living the lifestyle. And I really think if he's forced to go dark into that dark place as Batman, I think he can pull it off. And lastly, for the intangible category here, he's already been in a superhero movie. He was Beast in Fox's X-Men, so he has some experience with this already.
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Look at how much you want to kill me right now.
Alright, so let's move on to Ben Barnes, who has most recently played Jigsaw in the latest season of The Punisher. Now this dude is going to be playing a little bit older of a Batman, I'd say early to mid 30s. This dude, for acting, I would give him a yellow check mark here. I don't think he's the best actor. I don't think he's even up to par with Nicholas Hoult, so that's why I'm going to give him a yellow check mark here. That's the one thing about Ben Barnes and me fully endorsing him as Batman. I'm not too sure how strong of an actor he is. I haven't seen him in a lot of things, but from what I've seen of him in Punisher Season 2, when he tries to go really emotional,
How did this happen to me?
it just comes off as trying too hard, and it didn't really sell me. So TC, you didn't really like his acting. Why is he on this list? Alright, let's go ahead and move on to look, because this dude, I mean, let's face it, he looks like Bruce Wayne, and in Punisher Season 1, he pretty much dressed the part. He's got the confidence, he's got the looks, he's got the hair, he's got the chin. I mean, this guy looks like Bruce Wayne right out of the comics. Not to mention, he has more of a Batman build than Nicholas Hoult does. And so, yeah, he's going to get a big fat green check mark for the look here. Let's go ahead and move over to the intangibles here. So as far as intangibles go, I feel like this guy has the swag, he's got the confidence, and he really resembles, like, I feel like he could really pull off a good Bruce Wayne, and just the arrogance and the cockiness. And even when we go to Batman, we've seen him go dark as Jigsaw. Now, I critiqued his ability to show emotion, but let's be honest, how much emotion does Batman really show? I mean, not a lot, especially as Batman. We don't want our Batman to show a lot of emotion because that's just not the character. It's not something that Batman does a lot. So I did see glimpses of Ben Barnes really trying to go to that dark place as Jigsaw. And I think he could do the same with Batman, so that's why Ben Barnes is number 4 on my list. He just edged out Nicholas Hoult because I do want an older Batman than Nicholas Holt's age range. I think Nicholas Hoult still looks a little young in the face, and if I had to pick one, I would probably go a little bit older here in terms of Ben Barnes' age range.
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
This one's interesting because a lot of people are waiting for you to be in a superhero movie.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, have you had a meeting with both companies yet? Because as a fan of yours, and believe me, on Twitter I heard, people are like, when is he going to be in one of these movies?
Dude, I'll throw a cape on anytime. Like, let's do this. I'm there anytime. I would love to do Nightwing. I think that could be really fun. But yeah, I would love to dive into that world. Let's put it out there.
Now number 3, I have Matt Bomer. Now Matt Bomer is an openly gay man, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. I don't care if the character, if the actor is gay or not. If he can pull off a fantastic Bruce Wayne / Batman, it doesn't matter their sexual orientation. That's why I don't get Hollywood these days, where people who think that, you know, just because someone is gay or lesbian that they should only be cast for gay and lesbian roles. Like, I don't understand that. It's all about acting. Who is going to give the best performance, you know? So moving on to our first category of acting, Matt Bomer is a great actor.
For a few to be immortal, many must die.
He's been in many Hollywood movies. He's played in the show White Collar for many seasons. And White Collar, can you get any more Bruce Wayne than a show called White Collar? This guy dresses in suits all the time. This guy looks like Bruce Wayne. Oh, sorry, we haven't gotten into looks yet, but so he's gonna go ahead and get a big fat green check mark for acting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to look. So this guy, come on, look at the guy. He looks like Bruce Wayne. He has the facial structure of Bruce Wayne. He's got the chin for Bruce Wayne. He's got the hair. Like I said before, this guy is, you know, he's tall. He's about Bruce Wayne's height. And his build, his body is actually more beefy. Beefy, I sound so homoerotic here in this whole thing, judging guys' physiques. But okay, he's got a better Batman build than both Nicholas Hoult and Ben Barnes did. So yeah, so he looks more of the part than both previous entries in my top 5. So let's go ahead and give him a green check mark for look. Moving on to the last category here, the intangibles. Here's where I'm a little iffy, because I don't know I've seen anything of Matt Bomer where I really seen him go really dark. Can he really channel that inner darkness that he needs to be Batman, you know? Now, he actually did do the voice of Clark Kent in the Superman Unbound animated movie. Now, that's a Clark Kent voice, right? If he's such a great Clark Kent, like, can he really be a good Bruce Wayne in terms of, you know, really having the Batman voice? So I don't know. That's why, you know, I couldn't give him 3 straight check marks here, or green check marks. I'm gonna have to give him a yellow check mark because I'm not sure, you know, he's gonna be able to pull off that dark and gritty side of Batman.
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
I wanted to spare you the pain. I burned that letter.
Why would
would you say such a thing?
Because I have to make you understand.
You're lying.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You expect to destroy my world and then shake hands? Goodbye, Alfred.
Alright, this is my number 2, Scott Adkins. Guys, Scott Adkins' name has been in the running for Batman, I want to say for over 5 years now. A lot of people always bring him up when it comes to the Batman conversation because this guy's whole life, like, it just resembles Bruce Wayne and Batman's life. Like, this guy trained martial arts for several years, and everything about this guy just screams Batman. And now I have always said that you don't need an A-list celebrity to play Bruce Wayne and Batman, because the name and mantle of Batman should overtake whoever is playing it. That's why when Ben Affleck was cast, I was like, oh great, we're gonna watch a movie and I'm gonna see Ben Affleck and I'm not really gonna see Batman, right? And so I've always been under, the thinking process that you don't need a huge name for Batman. Batman is the character itself. So I really don't have a problem with them casting a no name for the character of Batman himself. And I know a lot of you guys say, oh, I know who Scott Adkins. Well, the general audience, the casuals don't know the name Scott Adkins. All right, let's get started with the acting category. So he's not going to get a green check mark for this. He's going to get a yellow check mark because he's not that strong of an actor. Now, this really comes into question, like, how good of an actor do you need to be to play Batman? Is Batman such a role where you need to be the greatest actor alive? Or is Batman sort of a role where even someone who's not a really great actor can still take on the character? That's the question I'm going to have to leave for you guys. But the reason that Scott Adkins is number 2 on my list are for the next 2 categories. When it comes to the look, nobody on this list looks like Batman as much as Scott Adkins does. Just look at the guy, look at his face, look at his physique. The physique is Batman. This guy has the black hair, and funny enough, this guy actually looks like Ben Affleck. So if they're doing like a reboot here, or this is a prequel, like, this guy, it's not too far away from, what Affleck looked like face wise. Like, they could stick this guy's face in the cowl and it would still kind of resemble Affleck. But regardless, guys, this guy has the Batman build, okay? This guy has the body for Batman over the past 3 people, over Matt Bomer, over Nicholas Hoult, and over Ben Barnes. This guy has, I can't even talk about the martial arts skills. Let's go ahead and get into the intangibles. Did you know that Scott Adkins was actually the person in Wolverine Origins as the Deadpool who was doing all the martial arts for Deadpool when he was, Weapon 11? He was turned into the mute guy, the Baraka looking Deadpool. That was actually Scott Adkins. But anyway, guys, this guy is a martial artist who is trained in many versions of martial arts, just like Bruce Wayne, just like Batman. I know you guys might say, well, it doesn't matter, they could just get any actor and then just put in a stunt double. Yeah, but how badass would it be if it's actually actor, doing his own stunts? And it would just feel more authentic, in my opinion. And this guy has, he's able to pull off a very dark character and dark presence. He was actually playing a Russian in the movie. I forgot the movie, but just his character in general was very intimidating. And I can see this guy going dark as Batman. So Scott Adkins, you are my number 2 pick. Let's go ahead and get into my number 1.
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Ah, yes, Mysterio himself. Hey, Jake Gyllenhaal, why don't you come over to the DC universe and be our Batman? Now, as you're going to see here, Jake Gyllenhaal checks all the boxes. Let's go ahead and start with acting.
I can't do it. Why do you even want me? Why? I'm such a fuck up.
Do I even need to say anything about the dude's acting? In one of my favorite movies, Nightcrawler, the dude can just act his ass off. In that movie, he goes really dark, and he goes into a really dark place. And I can really see him channeling that, that inner darkness that we need in a Batman. Now, as far as the look goes, guys, this guy looks like Batman. He looks like Bruce Wayne. He's got the dark hair, he's got the chin, he's got the cheeks, he's got the eyes, everything. This guy looks like Bruce Wayne. And as far as his build goes, like we saw him in Southpaw really bulk up, and so we know that he can bulk up and he can look physically intimidating. So yeah, that's 2 check marks, green check marks right off the bat. Let's go ahead and get into the intangibles, and I would say this is a mixture of his talent in acting.
Yeah, no. Man, you bought children's clothes. Did I? Just been in a hurry. Do you have children?
The way he carries himself, the way he's got charm with the ladies as well.
So you're single right now?
Yes.
Just everything about Jake Gyllenhaal just screams Bruce Wayne to me. And I think he's a nice mixture of everybody on this list. And I really think that he should become the next Batman. But you're gonna have those people that say he's already Mysterio, and he might kill it as Mysterio, and it might really ruin the allure of him becoming Batman, even though they are different universes. One's gonna be Marvel, one's DC, but who knows, we will see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the countdown, and I had a lot of fun putting this together for you guys. Well, there was the list. How'd you guys like it? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, do me a favor, share this video. DCWB, someone needs to see this. You need to take one of these dudes into consideration for the new Dark Knight. I had a lot of fun putting this list together, and my new video is going to be recasting the Fantastic Four. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel and look out for that. Remember to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Very inconspicuous. Shall I tell the neighbors you got yourself a new leaf blower?
We bought all the neighbors.
From the look of the television coverage, you seem to have your taste for wanton destruction back.
I retrieved this.